आ जाओ अभी।
क्लास में
हाँ।
क्लास है क्लास।
आ जाओ अभी।
क्लास में
हाँ।
क्लास है क्लास।
कौन? आ जाओ अभी।
क्लास में
हाँ।
क्लास है क्लास।
कौन? आ जाओ अभी।
Hare Krishna, Rajan Prabhu. Can you on your video? Your voice is coming. Audio, speak.
Can you hear me, Prabhu?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Today your
Sorry,
audio is working nicely.
yes, I joined with my phone. I'm just
Okay,
going to
okay.
join with my computer as well.
Yes, you can join with computer. You can through your laptop or video computer. You can on your video, and in mobile you can off your video, and only audio you can put on in the mobile.
That sounds good, Prabhu. Okay.
So we'll start with our prayers. Jnanatimrandhasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं वन्देऽहं तत्कृपा श्रीगुरुदिं हरिम्। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, welcome to the day 11 basic Sanskrit grammar, or I can say step by step Sanskrit grammar. So, in the previous classes, we have studied Tumun Pratyay. Tumun Pratyay, I want to just revise it quickly. So, Tumun Pratyay means whenever we put a question to know the purpose of an action like why, what for, the reply we get is a word ending in Tumun suffix. So when we use Tumun Pratyay, here it is given that whenever we put a question to know the purpose of an action like why, what for, the reply we get is a word ending in Tumun suffix. For example, aham pathitum gacchami. So here I go to study. Aham pathitum gacchami. Aham pathitum gacchami. I go to study.
Ready.
So here question arises that why do I go? Why do I go? So the answer is to study. Pathitum. And the next example here is Saha drashtum agachat. Saha drashtum agachat. He went to see. He went to see. So here question arises is what for did he go? What for did he go? Answer is to see. To see. Drashtum. Drashtum. So these two questions, whenever we put these two questions, whenever we ask these two questions and we get the reply, there we have to apply Tumun Pratyay. That means that Tumunant word is there. What Tumunant word is there? Like what for did he go? So Drashtum. Why do I go? Pathitum. So there are amples of examples we have loudly recited in the previous classes. Like I think 20 sentences were there in the previous classes which we recited loudly. And I also said that please recite it loudly at your home also. This is homework. Because without loudly reciting, we cannot get these sentences familiar with. We cannot become familiar with these sentences. These are new sentences to us, to our brain. So we have to recite it again and again, repeatedly, so that the contents get into our brain. So this is what I wanted to say, quick revision. And then we studied about prepositions, that is upsarga. So what is upsarga?
I think
What is the
that
work of
comes
upsarga?
before the verb,
Yes,
the
that,
main dhatu.
that comes before the verb, like harti. So there are many words come like praharti, you know,
Aharati,
praharti, aharti, viharti. So when we add some letters to these words, then their meaning changes. Sometimes their verb roots changes from atmanepadi to prasmepadi, from prasmepadi to atmanepadi. Also, also in the past tense, we have to be very careful in adding the prepositions, because if we add wrongly, then the word become meaningless. Like there was a word apraharat. Apraharat is correct. No, this is wrong.
no, it's incorrect.
Praharat was correct word. है ना? Praharat was correct word. So let us see once more what was the yes. So here is the upsarga, and a special point here given. है ना? Like aharat. When you put pra plus aharat, that is praharat. That is correct. But apraharat is incorrect. Apraharat is incorrect. But praharat is correct. So this we have to be very careful. So five special points is there in the prepositions concept, and there are 22 prepositions which we have to memorize. And this is very simple to memorize it. We can sing it and we can memorize it, like pra para apasama anu avanisanir, like this. Pra para apasama anu avanisanir, pra para apasama anu avanisanir, anu, sorry, anu avanisanir. Okay, then
Apani,
dusadur vi angni adi apiyati. Dusadurvi amni adhyapyati. Then su ut abhipratipari upa. Su ut abhipratipari upa. In this way, we can memorize it. These 22 upsargas, these 22 prepositions, which we have to use before the word, so that we get new words. So five important points we have to remember for its use. When we apply the application point, we have to remember these are the five application points, that we have to put the preposition before the verb, and it changes the meaning. It changes the verb root to atmanepadi, to prasmepadi, prasmepadi to atmanepadi, and also and more than one preposition can precede a verb. More than one preposition can precede the verb. So we can put two preposition also, like gachati, a is also, and prati is also you can put. So prati agachati and agachati. So more than one preposition can precede a verb. It is not that only one preposition we have to put. No, we can put more than one. And also past tense, we have to be very careful in past tense how we have to use the preposition in the past tense verb. We have to be very careful about that. So these 5 points we have to very remember. we have to remember always so that we can apply the upsarga correctly and we get the desired result or required result. Okay. पंच विशेषः विशेष महत्वपूर्ण अवधेय अवधेयं पंचविशेष अवधेयम् अति महत्वपूर्णम् अस्ति वयं एतत् स्मरणम् अवश्यमेव करणीयम् सर्वदा सर्वदा एतत् आवश्यकी भविष्यति अस्माकं जीवने अस्माकं संस्कृत जीवने अस्माकं संस्कृत अभ्यास मध्ये एतानि एताः शब्दाः एताः पञ्चवाक्याः महत्वपूर्णं भविष्यति.
I think I only understood half of that, Prabhu.
Sometimes I speak Sanskrit so that one should be familiar with that, because we should also speak Sanskrit. We should because we are also learning to speak Sanskrit. We are Sanskrit students, so we should speak Sanskrit sometimes, and we should speak Sanskrit till we get perfection in Sanskrit. है ना? Like fake it till make it. There is a proverb. Fake it till make it. So like it wrongly also, but we have to speak so that we become one day perfection will be achieved. One day we'll become perfect in speaking that course. And there are many YouTube channels where you can get speaking courses like that. I have also done 7-day spoken Sanskrit class. So we can get with that. And we will also learn through that, and we will also speak. There are 4 levels in this course. That is Parvesh, then Parichay, then Shiksha, and then Covid. These 4 levels, when we will study carefully, then we will be able to use Sanskrit sentences, make Sanskrit sentences, speak Sanskrit sentences very easily. Like for example, we have studied Katatu Pratyay, Kata Pratyay, you know. So why? Because they make sentences spoken Sanskrit. This will enhance and our Sanskrit spoken accent. This will enhance our speaking this Sanskrit language, and also it will make our Sanskrit speaking fluent. It will bring fluency in our speaking. So when we will study these all, we will complete all these 4 levels of Sanskrit, then we will be able to speak fluently also. And for that, one thing is very important is that we have to give 2 hours daily to Sanskrit. 2 hours daily time is needed. We have to give it. घंटाद्वयम् अवश्यमेव दानं करणीयम्. घंटाद्वयं यदि संस्कृतस्य प्रति यदि वयं दास्यामः तर्हि संस्कृतभाषा अस्माकं मुखे आगच्छति, अस्माकं जीवने आगच्छति, अस्माकं मुखे आगच्छति, अस्माकं मस्तिष्के आगच्छति, अस्माकं जीवने आगच्छति. Also try to hear Sanskrit news channels. There is Varta DD News. Every Monday, 30 minutes Sanskrit speaking is there. And also every Saturday, they do half an hour Sanskrit conversations on YouTube channel.
This is a
live.
YouTube channel, Prabhu?
Yes, Varta. Varta is the section in the DD National channel, Varta, in which they show interview. There are various types of 40 minutes, 50 minutes video sections are there. In the 30-minute program of Varta, there is 10 minutes, 5-minute videos are there section wise, in which some interview is there, some song in Sanskrit is there, and matlab variety is there. 3 5 types of varieties there, which is meant for to give you edutainment. Edutainment means education plus entertainment both. So you can enjoy learning Sanskrit. You cannot get bored with learning Sanskrit. So their purpose is to give edutainment, and that is also this book is also meant for giving you edutainment, because there is riddles, pahelika, katha is there, you know, so that you cannot get bored with the only siddhant. No, we will not talk only about rules and regulations of Sanskrit grammar, but we will also uh, learn Sanskrit. We will also here will do katha. Sanskrit katha is also there. Riddles is also there. So it is not like we are not only talk about rules and regulations, but everything will be there. The whole what we say package is there. Not only you will release chawal dal, but chawal, rice, dal, chapati, sabji, types of sabji is also there. Rasgulla is also there. Sweet is also there. Salt is also there. It's like this. Okay, so this after this we studied about prepositions. Then we studied about adjectives. Adjectives, and we have to remember what in adjective you have to remember that whatever is the gender,
Gender,
vachan,
whatever
that is
noun,
number,
button,
and
yes,
person.
person.
Yes,
You can
whatever
match it
the
with it.
yes the word has noun has, that will be followed by adjective. You know, that will be followed by adjective. That we have to remember. It is same as aware. Aware, like aware, no, aware, same not, matlab, little bit similarity is there between the aware and between this, the sloka, the sloka which we have learned in previous class about aware. What was sloka? Sadesam trisu lingesu vachnesu cha sarvasu cha vibhaktisu sarvesu vachnesu yanna vyeti tadavyam. That sloka, in that sloka, like in this concept, in this scenario, we can apply that sloka also. Like whatever the ling, vachan, vibhakt, whatever the ling, vachan and person, the vishesh have, that ling, vachan and that ling, vachan and person, visheshan must have. That we have to remember, and rest we know that yes, visheshan, what is adjective, you know, that is there. Uttama balika, that we have studied. And then we studied about 10 types of lakaras, you know, 10 types of lakaras. Lakaras are 10 types, and we also studied about 10 ganas. We have studied about 10 ganas in our chapter. Yes, chapter
One
10. Yeah.
one page 171 probably. I think that's where.
Yes. Yes. So we have studied about the 10 lakaras. Lut lakar, lit lakar, lut, loit, lot, lang, ling, lung, ring. Yes. And then to convey tenses and mood. What is the purpose of these lakaras? To convey tenses and moods. Please note and please write down if you find anything important in the class. You must write down in your notebook. You know? If anything you find important for today learning, then we have to, because we have come here to take something, and we have to be very focused. If some important point comes, then we should immediately write it on our notebook, so that today our time do not get wasted. We should learn something today. We should utilize our time fully 100%. You know, we get something. We should not go empty. We should go with something. We with something, you know, some concept, some new learning through which we can leave the class, not empty. So there are 10 lakaras, and the purpose of lakara is to convey mood and tenses. Two things. Remember, mood and tenses. Now you will ask about why you are saying about lakara, Prabhu. So the answer is that since the letter law is common to all the 10, they are designated as lakaras. What do you understand?
Because they start with law, all of them,
Yes.
lokar, lot, lat, lit. So that's why they're
The
called
letter
lokar.
law. The letter law is common to all the 10.
Yeah.
So they are called lakar. है ना? Among these, late lakar is used only in the Vedas. And however, the lakaras are still 10 in number in classical Sanskrit, since ling lakar is further divided to vidling and asirling. If we remove late lakara from our 10 numbers, 10 lakaras, if you remove late lakara, then also we have ling lakara, which is further divided to 2 lakaras, vidling and asirling. So it will fulfill the gap of late lakara. So still we have 10 lakaras in our Sanskrit literature, classical Sanskrit literature. There are two types of Sanskrit literature, Vedic Sanskrit literature and classical Sanskrit literature. So classical Sanskrit literature has 10 lakaras even after removing late lakara. What do you understand?
But there are lakars are 10 in number in Vedic Sanskrit. Let is used, but not in classical Sanskrit. In classical Sanskrit, even though let is not used, ling lakar is divided into 2, and that means that we still have 10 lakars even in classical Sanskrit.
And what are the two divisions of ling lakara?
Vidhi ling and asir ling.
Very good. All these lakaras are substituted by ting. All these lakaras are substituted by ting. Understood?
No, Prabhu. I get confused about here.
You have to remove the lakar, law. And
Okay.
instead of lakar, you have to use ting. All these lakaras are substituted by ting. A word ending in a ting affix is a tingant. And it is a verb. It is a verb. Like lat lakar. For example, lat lakar is there. है ना? So, lat lakar is substituted by 9 types of affixes called ti, tas, tip, tas, ji, sit, thas, tha, mip, was, mas. In परस्मै पदम, अनात्मने पदम, तो आताम ज, था, सथाम, ध्वम, it, वही, वही. So, instead of lakara, we have to substitute these 9 types of affixes. That is tigant. Why tigant? Because ting pratyay, ting affix is coming at the end, so tigant. And a word ending in a ting affix is a tingant and it is a verb. A word with ting pratyay is called verb. Whenever you find ting affix is there, then that word is verb word. So ting affixes or conjugational affixes are totally 18 in number. Okay. Ting affixes or conjugational affixes are 10 in number. How much? 18, I'm sorry, 18 in number.
18, sorry.
18 in number, 18. Sorry. 18 in number. Okay. They are classified in 2 groups of 9 each, which I have already said. The first group is Atmapadi, Prasmapadi, and then second is Atmanepadi. Each of these is again divided into Pratham Purush, Madhyam Purush, and Uttam Purush. So these 9 types of these they are classified into 2 groups. They are classified into 2 groups, Atmanepadi and Prasmapadi, and this group is named as Prasmepad, the second group as Atmanepad. Each of these is again divided into Pratham Purush, Madhyam Purush, and Uttam Purush. These groups are again divided into Pratham Purush, Madhyam Purush, and Uttam Purush. Okay, and in three vachanas: Ekvachan, Dvivachan, and Bahuvachan. Okay, so you can see here where it gone. We have seen in the previous classes also. I'm just revising it. You know, we have studied these things.
I think it's higher, 166.
I have also said that please do the homework of that 100 marks questions,
I could not do
and
the
be
100
very.
marks, Prabhu,
You have
but
not done.
I tried the other homework.
So Yusuf, send me the screenshot at WhatsApp.
Okay,
WhatsApp.
okay,
Huh?
Prabhu.
Okay.
Um,
So is there no? Where is the?
166 page.
Huh?
166 page number.
The whole pattern is there.
Yeah.
Three purusas and three vachanas.
It's 166.
No, the pattern is there or not? Yes, yes, yes. This pattern I am talking about. This pattern. Yes. है ना?
So,
Two groups are there, Pasmepadam and Atmanepadam, and they are divided to three Purusas and three Vachanas, horizontal and vertical. Okay, so this I am talking about. And now Pratyahar is an abbreviation. Pratyahar is got by adding T of tip and Na of Mahim. है ना? So there is a word abbreviation called Pratyahar. In Sanskrit we call Pratyahar, English abbreviation. Is got by adding T of tip and Na of Mahim. So it becomes Ting. Therefore, Ting stands for the 18 affixes. These assume different forms in different lakaras. These assume different forms in different lakaras. These 18 affixes. Together they are known as Ting and Lut, Lit, etc. As the case may be. For this very reason, all the verbal forms are referred to as Tigantaha. All these verbal forms are referred to as Tigantaha, Tingantaha. For example, Abhavat, Lang Lakar, Tip affix has become to. Bhavtu, Lot, Tip affix has become tu. Is there an example is given here also? Yes, like this. The abbreviation Apartyahar is done by adding T of Ting, Tip and not my. This and this here example is given. Abhavat, Tip affix has become ta in Abhavat. Bhavtu, it became tu. The same tip affix has become two different forms. What he had written that this, therefore ting includes these assume different forms in different lakaras. So lang lakar ta, lot lakar tu, lat lakar te, and lot lakar tam. So the same tip of affix is assuming different forms in different lakaras. You know? Are you able to understand?
I think I understand, Prabhu, but I would like to see some examples and then I'll probably understand it better.
Like here example is given na easy example. Abhavat. What the statement here had been made, these assume different forms in different lakaras.
Yes.
So here example they have given for this statement. To clarify this statement.
So, Prabhu, what I don't understand is where is the long in Abhavat? It's been replaced with the th by tip, but what exactly is the long? What exactly is the long? I haven't quite understood that.
Lang lakar is past tense. Matlab, what is the purpose of lakar?
Yeah, I haven't quite understood that, Prabhu.
To convey mood and
Mood
tense.
and tense, yes.
It is the purpose of lakaras.
Yeah.
There are 10 lakaras.
No, I understood that bit, but in this word, Abhavat,
Yeah.
How do we know it's long lakar?
Lang lakar.
Yeah.
Yeah, lang lakar is nothing but it is about past tense. It tells about past tense and it has some form which will you study. You will see all the lakaras you will see
Okay.
in upcoming chapters.
Okay.
The formats, there will formats come every lakara like lat lakar. There is format of lung lakar also, lit lakar also. Lit lakar and lat lakar we have seen in the previous sections. है ना? पठति पठता पठन्ति पठसी पठता पठत पठामि पठाव पठामा. And the bhavishyat kal is nothing but only we have to add shati. Patishyati, patishashi, patishati, patishyata, patishanti, patishashi, patishyatha, patishyat, patishyami, patishyava, patishyama. Only difference is sha. Sha we have to add. If you add sha, then it becomes rit lakar, which is about future tense. When you want to say something about future, then you have to use the future tense verb root, verb word, like patishati. Rajan swaha patishati means Rajan
Pra-
will study tomorrow.
Prabhu, but in patishyati there is no law sound. So I'm a bit confused.
Law is, see, lat lakar means replacement with these things. This is the replacement like this. This you can see
Okay.
the circle I am drawing.
Yes.
This is the replacement of lat lakar.
Yeah.
This whole 9, this 3 into 3, 3 by 3. This is the replacement of lat lakar.
Yeah.
That replacement, that substitution means that we are replacing it by 3, 3 by 3. Are you able to get it?
I think so.
Yeah, we are replacement or substitution means not replacing the la word letter, but we are putting this 3 by 3 box. Tiptas ji, sipthastha, mip was mas. In prasmay padam and atmane padam, ta atam ja, thas atham dham, it vahi mahim. We know that verb root is of two types. One is atmanepadi and one is prasmapadi. And according to this type of pratyay, these verb roots combine with these types of pratyay and assume different types of forms. Like when the tip pratyay will combine with pat dhatu, then it will become pathati. Okay? When it will combine with pat verb root, then it will become pathati. The same tip pratyay, when it will combine with pat dhatu, then in lang lakar it will become apathat. The same tip pratyay when combined with pat dhatu in lot lakar, then the word become pathatu. The same tip pratyay when combined with pat dhatu in ling lakar, then it will become pathet. When the same tip pratyay which will combine with pat verb root, then in lirit lakar, which is called future tense, it will become patishyati. The pratyay is same, and the verb root we have to add the verb root, and in different lakara it will assume the different forms. Are you able to understand?
I think so, Prabhu. Yes.
Yeah, the same tip pratyay is when we are adding with pat dhatu, then we are getting different forms in different lakaras. Like in lat lakar, we are getting pathati. In lang lakar, we are getting apathat. In lot lakar, we are getting pathatu. How we are getting, we don't have to bother now. We just have to know that when we are adding these pratyay, when we are adding these affixes with verb root in different lakaras, we are getting different verb word. We are getting different words, which I have shown you here. Example. with bhu dhatu, when the ti pratyay added, then the word become abhavat in lang lakar. And the same ti pratyay in the word become tav, become half tav. You can see half tav, tav with halant sign. The sign in ta is called halant sign. It is called halant sign. Halant sign means there is no swara. So how will you pronounce abhavat, 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 abhavat? You cannot say abhavata. No, you cannot say like that because there is no swar. Is not in the in the last letter of abhavat sabda. The word abhavat do not contain the letter a, the vowel a in the last end letter. So it is abhavat, abhavat, bhavatu. But bhavatu has
Usa.
u in it. So it is not halant sign is there not there because there is swara. U is there, vowel is there. And this
Short,
the same
short
bhu
form of
dhatu, the same bhu dhatu has become bhavatu in lot lakar. By adding the same ti pratyay, the same ti affix is added to bhu dhatu, but in the lakar is different. So remember the point that these assume different forms. The same pratyay, the same affix is assuming different forms in different lakaras. Now you are able to understand, and rest you will
I
understand by practice.
yes.
Yes, you have to practice, you have to read Prabhu. You have to read seriously. I am saying on serious note. Please note it down that if you will not read, then you will not get.
Yep.
Clear cut, I am saying it. You will not get, you will not understand Sanskrit, you will not be able to learn it. It's clear cut statement. Only by attending 1 hour class is not sufficient. You have to give extra time. This is required proof. Without this, we cannot learn anything, any subject. Do you think that without revising it, we will get it? We are so much
Oh, no.
suited. First time we are learning it and we will get it. No, not like that. It is in previous ages. It was some people are like that, like Sukdev Goswami, but all people are not like Sukdev Goswami that by hearing once they will memorize it. No, not like that. So you have to
No.
revise it. Revise again and again. I myself revise again and again, hear again and again. Many
Yeah.
lectures.
I when I was doing the homework, Prabhu, I was actually reading the the lokars, and from the text itself, I couldn't understand that there's no law sound in it actually. It doesn't come as that. I had expected that the lakars were always
What you are
coming
saying?
as
What
that.
you are saying? Please repeat.
So when I was doing the homework and I was revising the lakars, I was trying to understand if the law sound would be there in the verb at all. But there's no law sound coming in the verb, and that's what was confusing
No,
me.
verb. There will be no la sign in the verb. Lakar
Yeah,
means the la letter is coming. That's why we are calling lakar, lakar, lakar.
yeah, that's why I was a bit confused because it it wasn't clear from the text at all.
Yes. The lakaras we have to say lat lakar, lang lakar, lit lakar, lot
Yeah,
lakar. So la letter is coming, so we are saying lakar, lakar, lakar.
yeah,
है ना? If a will come, then we'll say akar. If
yes,
ma will come, then we'll say makar.
yeah,
If the sa is coming, then sakar. है ना?
yeah,
If pa is coming, then pakar. Like this,
yeah,
Sanskrit we say like this. Okay, so like
yeah,
this. So it is like that. That we have learned in previous classes also that lot represents present tense, late represents in the Vedas. Lung, lung, and lit laka are past tense, and ling we have casual relationship in the absence of attachment of action. That assumption, right? Means the work is not done, but assuming that if the rain will happen, then crops will grow. So
mm,
it means that no rain is happening, no crop is growing, means no action is done. That is that then we can use and then we can apply living lakar there in that statements. If you are giving that type of statement that no action is done, no, if this will happen, then this will happen. So there is a relationship between the two statements, the two verb, the two actions. Then at that statement we have to apply ling lakai, ling, and that where that statements comes, then we have to apply ling lakar, okay. And lut and lit are future tense, and lut, virilin, and asilling are command, entreaty, request, etc. benediction. So all this is summed up in the verse below. I said that remember this verse, okay. Okay, now also we have talked in details about these things. You can listen the recordings if you do not get the point. And now we'll move to
This
our
I understand, Prabhu. This
yeah,
I
now
have
we'll
no
move
problem
to
with.
our next new concept. Sandhi also, we'll study Sandhi. We have studied Gana also, Gana classes in detail. You know, I have taken 1 full hour in this. So if you have not still understand, then you can revise it by listening the recordings of previous classes. And now we will study Gun Sandhi, the Sandhi. Sandhi we have studied now. We study Gun Sandhi. Gun Sandhi is when A or A is followed by E, U or Re, the syllable A, O, R is substituted. Okay. So what we have to remember that when when A or A is followed by E, U or Re, when A or A is followed by E, U or Re, then syllable A, O, R is substituted. Do you understanding this point? If you're not understanding, then here comes the example.
Let's look at the example.
Yes. This is called Guna Sandhi. What we call? Guna Sandhi.
Guna
Why? Because A, O or R is called Gun. They are named as Gun by Panini. By Mr. Panini, they are called, these syllables are called Gun. So here these syllables are important with prime in picture. They are important in this scenario, in this picture. The whole picture of Gun Sandhi, they are very important. So they are called Gun Sandhi. They are named after Gun Sandhi. You know? If in a picture, if in a film, if in a movie, the character is very important, that the movie is named according to the character or the title of the movie is like that. So here the movie hero is Guna. The letters, 3 letters, A, U, R. These letters are called Guna letter. Guna. Adaich Gunaha, Adain Guna, Adaich. That is the formula, the sutra given by Panini. Adaich. A, A, I, O. That is Adaich. Adain Guna. Adain Guna means A, A, U. A, A, U. Adain Gunaha. That is the definition given by Mr. Panini. In Panini Adain. So here example is Devendra. Dev plus Indra. That is Devendra. Devendra here in they mistakenly they have not written the Ra here. By mistake they have not written. And what he here we are saying that if A is followed by E or E or U or Re, E, U or Re, then A will come. Instead of these two, replacement will be by A. Substitution will come, that is A. See, there are two things, Adesh and Agam. Adesh means, Adesh is like one boy comes in your class and he replaces the other boy and sit there. That is Adesh. And Agam is one boy comes in the class and he sits besides the boy sitting. That is Agam. So Adesh. So here Adesh, A letter is Adesh. Mitravat and Satruvat. Mitravat. Like Pani uses different types of words, different types of statements to explain. So here A and E is replaced by A. A is gun. So it is called gun sandhi. So what sandhi here performed? Gun sandhi. Similarly, Surya Udaya. So Surya Udaya, there is A plus U. So O is good. So O is here comes. Then Mahendra, that is A and E is replaced by A. Similarly, Ganga Udgam, Gangodgam, A plus U, that is O. Then Dev plus Rishi, Dev Rishi, that is A plus Ri is R. Similarly, Maha plus Rishi is Maharshi, that is replaced by A plus Ri is replaced by R. A plus Ri is replaced by R. So Maharishi, Maharshi. Understood?
Yes.
So
Yes, brother.
simply when we have to remember that A or A, if after these letters A and A, if E, U or R is coming, what E, U and R. R means I, U, Re. R is a pratyahar abbreviation. I, U, Real, Rik, I, U, Real, Rik, A, O, I, Ouch, I, Avarat. So R. R means all the letters like no, here what E U or rebold, huh? Then A O R is substituted. Yes, A O R. No, R is R here. R means R. No, nothing else. R means R. Okay. So if after A or A, E, U and Re is coming, then we have to, then here Gun Sandhi will take place. Whenever such situation arises, what situation? If A or A is followed by E, U and Re, then we have to substitute A, O and R. And here, if someone asks you which Sandhi takes place, then you have to say Guna Sandhi. Okay? So here
Yes,
Guna
brother.
Sandhi will take place when such situation arises like A and A. After A and A, if E, U and O is coming, sorry, if E, U and Re is coming after A or A, then A, O and R, A, O and R is substituted. And this Sandhi is called Guna Sandhi. Then comes Vriddhi Sandhi. Vriddhi Sandhi, the rules for Vriddhi Sandhi is when A or A is followed by A or I, the syllable I is substituted in the place of the two syllables. When A or A is followed by O or OU, the syllable OU is substituted in the place of the pair of syllables. These are the cases of Vriddhi Sandhi because I and OU are Vriddhi syllables. So example is given tatra eva and it becomes tatraiva. Tatraiva. A and plus A is equal to I. A plus A is equal to I. So here in tatra word A is there and eva word A is there, and if both combine then becomes I. And if I is there and O is coming after A, then it will be replaced with OU. Similarly, in the below words like Dev plus Aishwaryam, Devaishwaryam, here A plus I is replaced by I. And similarly, Ram plus Autkantyam is Ram Autkantyam, that is A plus OU is equal to OU. A plus OU is equal to OU, Ramotkantyam. So, this is the below examples, few examples. So what we have to do is we are putting I and out in every replacement. And what we have to remember is if after a or A, O, I, O are coming, then we have to replace with I and O. Okay, this we have to remember. Now comes Purarup Sandhi. When A or O is followed by A, the syllable A or O takes the place of both the syllables. This is called Purarup Sandhi because the syllable similar to the preceding syllable is substituted here. When A or O is followed by A, the syllable A or O takes the place of both the syllables. This is called Purva Rupa Sandhi because a syllable similar to the preceding syllable is substituted here. The sign indicates the Purarup Sandhi. The sign indicates the Purarup Sandhi. For example, He Hare plus our. So He Hare and the A and A is replaced by A plus I is replaced by this A. Similarly, Ramo Api. So Ramo Api. So O and A is replaced by O.
This is still or, right, Prabhu? How do we say this properly?
Which
The sign.
Ramo Api. This is O. The sign is O. Is pronounced as O.
So how is that different from or? Is the sound different from or, the first letter of the sword?
No, it is same.
So,
Pronounced same. So whenever this sign you see, you have to realize that a Purvarup Sandhi happened. Purvarup Sandhi had happened. A plus A, O plus A, O, like this. Now comes the riddle, that is Prahelika. So we have studied three Sandhi, Guna Sandhi, Riddhi Sandhi, and Purarup Sandhi. Okay? Guna Sandhi, Riddhi Sandhi, and Purarup Sandhi. In the both three Sandhi, we have to replace the syllables. We have to replace the syllable with a new syllable. And you have to revise it again. Then Prahelika comes, Dichavagravasina, Cha Pakshiraja, Trinetradhari, Nacha Sulpani, Twagastradhari, Nacha Siddhayogi, Jalam Cha Vibran Ghato Namega. It lives on the top of the tree, but it is not the lord of birds. It has three eyes, but it is not Ishvara or God. It wears leather clothes, but not a mendicant. It contains water, but is neither a pot nor a cloud. What is it? Lives on tree, top of the tree.
leaf?
Lives on the top of the tree.
Yeah.
But it is not the lord of birds. Means it is not Garud. It has water.
Leaves have water.
Yes, it
They
has
live on.
water. The address of
Coconut. It's coconut.
yes, the address of the address of the personality is on top of tree. It has
Yeah.
three eyes,
Three eyes. Yeah.
but not Lord Shiva. So it is coconut. Coconut contains water in it.
But what does leather clothes mean?
Leather clothes means nothing but it's hard covering of coconut. It is very difficult to
Yes.
Crush it, remove the hard covering of that coconut. In the last 8 lessons, you have become acquainted with the forms of nouns such as bala, pronouns such as idam, in some cases vibhakti only. It is necessary that you should know all their forms. Hence, under this heading, it is proposed to give the forms of some useful words. In all cases, you have to get yourself acquainted with the forms of other words on the same lines. Use the book entitled Sanskrit Sabdrup Chandrika for this purpose. So you can order one book called Sanskrit Sabdrup Chandrika, in which you can learn words, many types of words, different words. There are that is a dictionary of words, Sanskrit words. Sanskrit Rup Chandrika, very helpful for beginners. Now the Vibhakti Rupa of Sabdrup is given Akarant Pulling Bal Sabdrup. Bala is Akarant. Why Akarant? Because it is ending in with Okar. It is Akarant Pulling Sabdrup. So Prathama Vibhakti is Bala, Balo, Balaha. Bala, Balo, Balaha. Then Sambodhan Prathama, He Bala, He Balo, He Balaha. Then Balam, Balo. So you can read it. It is not what I can discuss here. This is a subgroup. Subgroup you are understanding? Subgroup.
The group, yes.
Group.
Word, group of words.
Yes. The group of different according to the vibhakti cases. Like in Saptami Vibhakti, Bale, Baliyo, Baleshu. So different cases, different groups. Like Lord Vishnu takes different group for different purpose. Similarly, there is different group of sabda in different cases. Similarly, a Striling Sabda, Pulling Sabda and a Striling Sabda. Here comes a Striling Sabda. So you have to see that. Okay. Now comes Sanskrit Vangmay Parichay. So Bhas is a great poet, occupies a distinguished position in Sanskrit literature. Bhas has completed 13 plays. How many? 13 plays. Among his plays, Swapna Vasadatta is most well known. Swapna Vasadatta is most well known. You can see this drama of Swapna Vasadatta on YouTube. Sanskrit drama. Wow, what drama! A good love story drama. Love story. Swapna Vasadatta is most well known. This play deals with the life of King Udayan, Queen Vasadatta, and Padmavati. Some regions of Udayan's kingdom fell into the hands of it. So a story is given here. So you can read this story. And so how they take the kingdom back. Udayan was a lover of Vasadatta, and Vasadatta died, not died, but it was told to Udayan that she was died because he was a king and he was so much attached to her wife that he lost his kingdom. So to regain his kingdom back, his mantri, his finance prime minister cheated him by saying that your wife did. So he became very much like very very what we say distressed, very much no, weeping. He was weeping day and night in separation, and then he was married with new uh, girl called Padmavati. And when the marriage was going to take place, then Vasudhatta suddenly come, and then Udayan become very happy. And also he married Vasudhatta and Padmavati both. And through Padmavati, by marrying Padmavati, he got the kingdom back again. So that is the purpose of the whole drama of making Vasudhatta die for some time. So this was a story written by Bhas in Sanskrit, which is very popular among Sanskrit poets. He is a great poet, Bhas. So there is a katha, Sahasa Vidadhit na Kiryam. So can you read it?
Yes. Sahasa idadhita na kriyam. Exmina grame eka mahila वसति स्म। सा एकं नकुलं पालयति स्म। नकुलस्य विषये तस्याः बहु प्रीतिः आसीत्। महिलायाः एकः शिशुः अपि आसीत्। तस्याः गृहस्य समीपे जलं नासीत्। जलम् आनेतुं सा दूरं गच्छति स्म। एकस्मिन् दिने जलम् आनेतुं सा अगच्छत्। गृहे कोऽपि नासीत्। तस्याः शिशुः निद्रितः आसीत्। तदा गृहं प्रति एकः सर्पः आगतः।
Read it
नकुलः
consciously. Read it consciously so that you can understand. Also understand the meaning of the word sentences you are speaking. Read it
there was
consciously.
a there was a sleeping baby,
Yes, yes.
and then a snake came.
Go on, go on, go on.
Okay. नकुलः सर्पम् अपश्यत्। सर्पः शिशुसमीपम् अगच्छत्। नकुलः तत्क्षणे एव सर्पस्य उपरि अपतत्। क्षणमात्रेण एव सर्पम् अमरयत्. Within a few seconds, the snake was killed. महिला जलं गृहीत्वा आगता। द्वारे एव नकुलः उपविष्टः आसीत्। महिला नकुलस्य मुखम् अपश्यत्। नकुलस्य मुखं रक्ताम्यम्. The animal's mouth was full of blood. सा अचिन्तयत्, अयं नकुलो मम शिशुम् अखादत्, अतः एव अस्य मुखं रक्तम्. You have eaten my baby, that's why you have blood in your mouth. इति। सा तत्क्षणे एव एकं शिलाखण्डं नकुलस्य उपरि अक्षिपत्. So she hit the animal with a rock. नकुलः मृत. So the animal died. अनन्तरं महिला गृहस्य अन्तः गता। तत्र शिशुः क्रीडति. So the baby was playing inside. तत्रैव सर्पः मृत अस्ति, and the snake was dead there. सा बहु दुःखिता अभवत्. So she became very sad. अविचारेण मया नकुलः संहतः इति सा पश्चात्तापेन पीडिता अभवत्. So without thinking, by killing the animal, she had to get some pain.
Yes.
अतः किमपि कार्ये सहसा न कर्तव्यम्. विचारं कृत्वा एव कर्तव्यम्. Do not do anything in haste. Do it after thinking.
So, whole story you understood?
I think so.
Can you tell me
So there was an animal.
in summary?
There was a woman who had a baby, and
Yes.
she also had a pet animal, Nakula. And one day she went to get some water, and when she was gone, a snake came into the house, and the Nakula, he got on top of the snake. The snake came into the house near the baby. The Nakula got onto the snake, and it killed him. And when the lady was coming back home, Nakulaha was sitting on the door with a bloody face. And she said, "Oh, you have eaten my baby. That's why you have blood on your face." And so she picked a rock and killed Nakulaha. But when she went inside, she saw that her baby was playing and there was a dead snake next to it. And she understood that she had killed the Nakula had killed the snake. So she felt regret after having killed Nakula.
So, moral of the story is
Do not do anything in haste. Think before you act.
Yes. Vicharam कृत्वा
Vicharam kritva evam kartavyam.
एव कर्तव्यम. Yes.
Eva kartavyam.
ST action should be avoided. That is the title. Sahasa vidyam karyam na karaniyam. Now you can also study these sentences. Asti, nasti, na. You know, it is a common sentence. Please do the homework. Whatever homework is given, please do it. The whole 60 minutes is not sufficient for learning Sanskrit. We have to give more time. Okay.
Even to do a little bit of homework, it takes me more than an hour per week. It takes a lot of effort.
It will take, but after practicing, it will take very less time. You will do in minutes. You will be able to do in minutes because our practice is very weak. That's why we are not regular in classes. See, so many friends are there, but they are not coming in the class. So how will they study? How they will get it? They will not get because they are not regular. Regularity must. Whenever I took class, then ISKCON Bhagavad Mahavidyalaya sends me form. So in the form, I clearly write that you have to be regular in class. That is required. But I hardly find that students are coming regular in class. So that is big problem. Now Subhasitam is there. Na kinchit sahasa karyam karyavidah kvachit क्रियेत चेत विविच्चैव तस्य श्रेयः प्रस्थितम्. Yes, please read.
न किंचित सहसा कार्यं कार्यविदा क्वचित्
Vachit
क्वचित् कृतेय चेत्
क्रियेत चेत
विविच्येत
विविच्चैव
चेत् विविच्चैव तस्य
तस्य
श्रेयः
श्रेयः प्रस्थितम्.
परस्थितम्.
So we should sing it because this is sloka, and sloka is always sung in meters. So
I don't
never
know how
should
to
I
sing.
wise. Yeah, I sing just like that. We have to sing. This is understood chant. Never should a wise man taking action do it in haste. If one does it with full discrimination, the success is surely in one's hand. So we should do it with full discrimination. It is the point. So please do the homework. Okay. This is the homework of ninth chapter. Translate the French sentences into Sanskrit. I go to see him. What will do? What is the Sanskrit? Aham.
हम गत्वा द्रष्टुम् किं त्वम् अहं
Aham
त्वं
drashtum
द्रष्
gacchami. Aham
but there is no
drashtum
him.
gacchami.
We need him as well, no? Probably?
No, I go to see
So,
him. है ना?
yeah.
I go to
Aham,
see. I go to see him. So what will be the aham drashtum gacchami?
aham drashtum gacchami. To go, that's why you use tum
Yes.
pratyaya.
Go drashtum.
Drashtum. Tuman pratyaya.
नहीं. Go. I am using gacchami. I am using aham. And to see I am using drashtum.
But we don't have to say him. How do we know then we're going to see him or her or somebody else?
I go to see him. Mhm. 1 minute. Let me see it. I go to see him. So, him is to be understood here by the statement of Sanskrit. We don't have to use a special word for him. You know, we don't have to. Yes, and we don't have to use for any special word for him. I go to see him. They came, sir. We don't have to use any him. I don't finding. I'm not finding any word for that. Aham drashtum gacchami. What we can use for him? Aham drashtum gacchami. Saha tauti. Where is the? What is the word for him? Aham tam drashtum gacchami. You can see aham tam drashtum gacchami. Tam means usko. So him.
Them, yeah.
Aham tam drashtum gacchami. Yes, we can use tam like this. Okay. So please do this homework. Very few sentences are there. Use the tumun pratyay and use try to learn the three sandhis, and then we will start 10th chapter and we will finish the Pravesh course. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Is going in your life?
Very busy, Prabhu. 2 kids and work, so always difficult to find time.
So your life is Hari Bol or Hori Bol?
Very well, Prabhu.
There are 2 types of life, Hari Bol or Hori Bol.
What is the difference, Prabhu?
Hori Bol means horrible, very horrible, fearful, horrible.
Horrible. Okay.
And one is Hari Bol. Hari Bol means
Always in a hurry.
Hari Bol. And Hori Bol of very fearful. So your life is horrible or horrible?
It's not horrible. It's just, it's busy.
Devotees' life are horrible because Krishna is in our life, so horrible.
Horrible. Horrible.
Do you chant?
Yes.
Chant, yes. Chanting is very important. And chant in the morning time. You'll feel.
I chant with my children in the evening.
Very nice.
Sometimes.
You can chant in morning also. Morning time is very good, but no problem. You can chant in evening also.
Because it seems to, when they get tired, they like the chanting sounds, so they become calm after that.
Okay.
So that's why I do that with them.
Okay. Do you reading something for Sanskrit?
I don't have a book. I have one of the Vedas, but it's too complicated. I cannot understand it.
Okay. So how much time do you get for free time? How much time your work is working hours?
There's no set working hours. There's a lot of work, then you work all the time.
Okay.
If there isn't, if you can take some time off, then there's always something else waiting to do.
So you are basically from Nepal region.
Yes, bro.
Your birthplace is Nepal.
Yes, I was born overseas, but my parents are from Nepal, and I grew up in Nepal.
Okay. So you went to Australia for your job.
Yes.
You studied in India, in Nepal.
in Nepal. Yeah.
And then you got job from there.
No, I studied here as well in Australia.
Okay, you studied in Australia and there you got the job.
That's good.
Okay, so in Australia you are connected to ISKCON?
I'm connected in the sense that I go to um, Gita classes.
Very good.
Yeah. I did the beginners Gita classes, and then I did the intermediate classes, and now I'm doing the advanced classes in Gita.
Very nice. You get online courses and you must do the Gita classes and you should know what are the principles because you are married man. No? So what are the principles to execute a happy married life? That is also in Gita. Gita is Gita is for all, every types of people, and it is applicable in every field, in every part of our life. It is applicable. Very useful book, very wonderful, very devotional, very divine book. It changed my life. Gita. After reading Gita, I come to Krishna consciousness. It changes my whole life.
Right.
Past life was very nonsense, very nonsense. And
So,
now the life is totally 180-degree change. See, 180-degree change by Gita, this devotional, this divine book, Bhagavad Gita. Very powerful book. Very powerful book. You cannot you cannot say what are the glories of Gita. The only thing I can say that please read this Gita daily in life. Daily. Very important book. Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Samrit Sindhu, Srimad Bhagavatam. You should read it carefully, very carefully. These books are mind blowing. These books are devotional, divine, totally divine. They are God itself, God Himself.
yep,
These books are not different from God,
right.
as powerful as God Himself. Very powerful. When these books are with you and when you are reading it and applying it, then you need not to worry about anything because God is always there. Through these books, God is always talking with us. These books are very nice, and when you read it with guidance, with someone's guidance, monks, you know, with monks who are authorized, authorized monks, not non-authorized monks.
Mhm.
If you listen with someone who are not authorized, then they can misinterpret the meanings of Bhagavad Gita. But when you listening or studying with authorized source, with authorized person, then you will get the real meaning of Bhagavad Gita. So it is very important to hear from authorized. Like ISKCON. ISKCON is the authorized institution which you can put trust. Like I have put trust on ISKCON because ISKCON books are really giving the results. Many people are reading it and their lives are getting transformed. And not only that, if you read Prabhupada Lilamrit, the story, the biography of His Divine Grace, Abhay Charnalin Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, so he will realize that he was a pure devotee and his only purpose was to propagate the pure message of God. And he also told about that his only credit in the whole mission, in the whole movement is that he is acting like a postman. He just taking the words of God and transferring it to people. That's why he was able to transform so many lives. Very degraded, sinful people are there, was there. But the after going through the process given by His divine grace, the transformation took place and the revolution was started in 1966 onwards. There was a revolution of Krishna consciousness. The world was flooded with Krishna conscious books, literatures, kirtans, and now they have expanded into 700 centers. And such Krishna consciousness is so joyful that every day we have festivals, every day we are celebrating, we are dancing, we are enjoying, we are feasting. Every day we do. From morning 4:30 a.m. to night 9 p.m. we are dancing, feasting. This is Krishna consciousness, total joy, joyfulness, because God is joyfulness. So we are also in the company of God. We are very happy, satisfied. Full satisfaction is there, full joy is there, no anxiety. And if anxiety is also joyful in Krishna consciousness, we take voluntarily anxiety so that we get the joy after accomplishing some service. That is Krishna consciousness. Doing everything for the satisfaction of Krishna only. Very nice. So we are very fortunate. You are also fortunate to get associated with ISKCON. So be associated with ISKCON, read the books, and try to follow the principles. And please revise the Sanskrit lessons also. And please do the homework also.
Yes, Prabhu.
And thank you. Please forgive me if I do some mistake
No.
in teaching.
No,
But
no.
I'm also learning it. I'm not very advanced, very expert. I'm also trying to learn. That's why teaching is the best way of learning. When you teach someone, you learn something. That is my purpose of teaching is learn something. Thank you very much.
धन्यवादः प्रभु पुनः द्रक्ष्यम्
Yeah.
पुनः
पुनः
द्रक्ष्यम
पुनः मिलामः.
पुनः
Yeah.
मिलामः
पुनः द्रक्ष्यामः पुनः मिलामः.
शुभरात्रि
शुभरात्रि. धन्यवाद. हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण